Youth experiencing housing loss is a widespread issue throughout Canada. A 2016 report from the Canadian Observatory on Homelessness found that between 35,000 to 40,000 Canadian youth experience homelessness every year. That makes up approximately 20% of the total homeless population. Homelessness also doesn't make economic sense. In 2012, it was estimated that between $4.5 to $6 billion was spent in Canada on individuals experiencing housing loss. While the Housing First model, which connects individuals to permanent housing without preconditions or barriers to entry, is considered to be key to eradicating homelessness, it isn't necessarily effective for youth. This is because their path to being without housing is different than their adult counterparts. A large majority come from an unstable family dynamic and lack social supports. Many also face additional barriers, including mental health concerns, trauma, and feeling discriminated against and marginalized. Arguably, one of the largest barriers is finding and maintaining stable employment, which would help lift them up from economic hardship. While many organizations and nonprofits in the youth homeless space are working diligently to address their needs, there is still a gap in services. Many youth agencies offer employment training and workshops, but seldom provide employment opportunities. How can we provide youth experiencing housing loss the stability, support, and opportunity they require to empower themselves? Introducing a solution. Rise Up Food Truck and Catering Social Enterprise, run and operated by youth between the ages of 16 to 24 experiencing housing loss. There are 3 stages to the social enterprise model, starting with skills training. Working in partnership with existing youth services, shelters, and other skills training centers, they will first be trained in culinary skills and receive their food handling certification. Realizing that not every individual will be interested in working in a kitchen or in the culinary world, they will also get an opportunity to be trained in all aspects of the business, including but not limited to marketing and social media, financing and accounting, and managing a team. Next, they will transition into working in the social enterprise as well as working on themselves through mentorship and other services for a 6 to 12-month period. 10 youth will be employed and paid to work 20 hours a week on the food truck and catering enterprise. A portion of their income will go into a rotating savings and credit association, also known as a peer-to-peer savings network. They will come together and operate as a small community bank consisting just of themselves by agreeing to contribute a portion of their income into a pool for the period of their program. This is in order to save and borrow together. Outside of the traditional economic structure, this will help them transition into more stable lives. The Mentorship Plus component provides an opportunity for them to work on goals and build a foundation for themselves. This includes learning essential skills, participating in workshops like resume building, creating an individualized action plan where they can remain accountable for their progress, and explore educational and/or career pursuits. Once they graduate, they move to stage 3, providing ongoing case management over a 2-year period. This will provide them a stable connection to the community who will check in on them periodically, ensure they are on track to achieving their goals. At this point, you may be wondering, how will this come to fruition? The answer is in partnerships and funding. I am seeking intra-sector partnerships with youth services, including youth shelters and mentorship programs. It will not only cut costs by resource sharing, but will also allow us to focus our efforts on a common goal to provide opportunity and hope for youth to fulfill their potential. Another essential cross-partnership I am seeking is with food suppliers. I will be targeting those suppliers, distributors, and community gardens who have a more socially conscious vision, so as to align with our overall goal of helping the betterment of our community. In order to ensure there's no over-reliance on one funding source, this enterprise will take a mixed model approach. Financing will come in the following ways. First, fee-for-service, which is the revenue generated from food truck and catering business. Second, grants and donations, which will tap into the various social enterprise and entrepreneurial funds available, as well as donations through different fundraising efforts. And third, a social impact bond, where private investors put up funding and are repaid as specified goals and outcomes are reached. To measure the efficacy of the program and the progress made for each participant, a single case design survey will be administered frequently throughout every stage. This survey will measure such things as economic stability, education level, skills learned, and self-efficacy. These quantifiable outcomes will have the advantage of demonstrating the benefits of the program and directly comparing it to the societal and economic costs of youth homelessness and unemployment. Also known as calculating the social return on investment, these results are exactly what investors will be seeking. Providing employment opportunities in tandem with mentorship and services required to lead a more stable and successful life, this program challenges the current helping relationship in eradicating youth homelessness by taking a more preventative approach. The current model has seen little results, so why not try something new? Rise Up Food Truck and Catering is the answer.